What's going on, YouTube? In this dose, I want to address one of the common recurring themes that I see on social media when it comes to women and their behavior with mate selectivity and the guys that they choose. Now, I was on X and I stumbled across a tweet that said, "Women's logic. Yes, he's nice, but I'd rather date an asshole, try to change him, fail, get heartbroken, and preach all guys are the same." Now, a lot of men will surmise that this is actually what is indeed occurring in the female mind, but in reality, this is not actually what's going on. You see, when a woman likes a guy, she's not doing very much thinking at all. As a matter of fact, there's no logic running through her brain whatsoever. Subconsciously, what is going on is that she's infatuated with this individual. She likes this dude. He's physically attractive, and her mind is telling her that she wants to have his babies. And what her mind is also telling her is that there are no red flags about this dude, as the mind is oblivious to the red flags that may be presented up front when she's stuck in this obsessive stage of limerence and infatuation due to Disney fairy tales and fantasies. Because you see, women want to be in love. It's not necessarily that they want to be in relationships, but they want to be in love. They want to feel the sparks. They want to feel the chemistry. They want to feel the butterflies. This is often why, in the absence of these things, when these things start to subside, you will find that women will leave the relationship, especially if the guy starts to get on her nerves. She starts to see his flaws, and he becomes less attractive than what he was when she had an idea of him and them in her mind. You guys have to remember that dating is not a logical process. It is a process predicated on emotion. When a woman sees a guy, the feelings of bliss and euphoria and sexual attraction that she experiences is a result of him being physically attractive. And until she starts to descend from the concoction of attraction and oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, that this guy has her releasing, will only then she be able to truly understand that this guy is bad for her, or they're not compatible. Now, it is indeed true that if a woman has a traumatic enough dating experience, that she will start to overgeneralize her dating experience and extrapolate that to the men who come after him, and they attribute what occurred in their last relationship to what may happen in their future relationships. So they forego opportunities to get with men altogether because they rather be single, they're still stuck on their ex, or they're not healed from what they went through in their previous relationship. However, interestingly enough, what women will do, how they will demonstrate this fatal logic, is when they actually have a guy that they're familiar with, they're attracted to, and they forego the opportunity to be with him because they're no longer infatuated with him, crushing on him, or obsessed with him. They may have at one point in the past been interested in having a relationship with him, but again, that was predicated on the obsession, on the limerence, the infatuation, the fact that she was crushing on him. And now that they've formed this companionate type relationship because they have time and she's familiar with him, she doesn't want to pursue a relationship with him, at least right now, because typically she's younger, she's still under 30, she's still caught up in the Disney fairy tale aura. She still wants to experience that fairy tale love. She wants to try that again, and it typically won't be until she's reached probably the age of 28, 29, 30 plus that she comes to the realization the guy that she thinks is a good guy, that she still finds attractive and could see herself with down the road, now becomes the best candidate, the most viable option. That is the mistake that women will often make in dating. They forego the opportunity to be with the guy that they may have been most compatible with, but may not no longer feel the sparks or butterflies or chemistry with, due to the fact that she has now prioritized herself and she wants to be selfish and focus on herself and heal, and all the tropes that women use to tell themselves in order to just remain selfish until they decide that, oh, their time is almost up, their biological clock is winding down, and now it's time to get in a relationship for the long term. That's typically when they will make that fatal decision, when that guy is in their life, but they forego the opportunity to be with that guy because they still are chasing the oxytocin highs of Disney fairy tales that they still want to experience in their youth. But overall, in reality, women are typically not saying, oh, he's a nice guy, but let me go for this asshole jerk and try to change him. And then once it fails, complain that all men are the same. This is not what women are doing logically. This is not what they're doing consciously in their head. The younger they are, the more they operate on sexual attraction, the more they're compelled by sexual attraction, and the more they want to be with guys that they're sexually attracted to in the immediate reaction versus guys that they may have had initial sexual attraction for but got comfortable, that sexual attraction died out, and they still know that guy is around and they still find him attractive, and they know deep down that that guy would still make a good mate for them in the long term, but they don't want that right now because they don't have that level of infatuation or limerence compelling them to want to be with him as they do with new men that they meet that they find physically attractive and are sexually receptive to. So I just wanted to point that out so that you all could differentiate between what actually goes on in a woman's brain and what we tell ourselves is occurring in her mind, because for us, it's a cope. I catch you guys on the next dosage. Over and out.